I'm Mike.
And I'm Ty.
This is Political Party
on Center Street. And today we are going to talk to you about
the travel ban.
The Trump travel ban. Take two. First one didn't work, so we're doing it again.
Yep. In the first part of the new order, he explains how he is constitutional, lawful, and legal in in performing this ban, that he has the right to do it.
As the executive of the United States. He cites the Immigration and Nationality Act. He cites Section 301 of Title III of U.S. Code. It's to show that he has the power to do so. And there's a legal argument that he's presenting for it and a legal argument against it. That's what happened in the Ninth Circuit. That's why it got shot down, Court of Appeals.
We just think it's cool that he included it and actually showed his sources in the executive order.
Always cite your sources, kids.
Yeah. Another cool thing that he did in this is he explained in the first part of it what went wrong in the first one with how the rollout was bad and how airports sent people back when they weren't supposed to, and it explicitly says that will not happen in this new ban.
Airports had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, they really didn't. And in the new one, in the second half, he explains what has changed from the old ban and what's better and such.
He lists the same 7 countries are included in this ban, and he lists each country and gives a description as to why each country is on the list. And so the argument of, well, no terrorists have come from all these countries, yeah, that's true, but there's still a tidbit, a description of why each one is on the list. So the literature is there. It's for you to read, which we will link in the description so you can actually read the order.
And you may or may not agree with this reason, but we think it's interesting how he included that, why each country is on the list, and it's a really good thing. So some of the major changes between the first ban and this new one is that, it changes it from a 120-day ban to a 90-day ban. So it doesn't last as long. That's a good thing. It also makes it, I guess in the first one, Syrian refugees could have been banned indefinitely according to the terms of the first one. That is no longer a thing. If you're from Syria, it's just like the other 6 countries on the list. You are just banned for the 90 days. Another thing, I don't know if it's different between this one and the first one, or if it's just different from our national act altogether. Currently we allow 110,000 refugees in every year, and this order is lowering it to only 50,000.
And we're not sure how they get to that number. Is that just an arbitrary number? I gotta assume there's some math behind that. How many people can we accommodate for? I'm sure there's been study into that, and
we don't really disagree with it, though, because with all the other first world countries that are accepting refugees, we don't have to do all of the work ourselves.
I think it's reasonable to say that we can only accommodate for a certain amount.
Yeah.
I don't know what that amount is, and I'm hoping, I'm hopeful that 50,000 was something that they mathematically came up with.
Yeah.
But
so
this order, it specifically says that it applies to people without a visa as of 5 p.m. It was January 27th, 2017. So if you had a visa
anytime before that, and if it's still...
You're good.
Yeah, good. Then you're fine.
You're good. And that's the difference between the first one that was a huge problem. You didn't know if you had a visa, if you were going to be able to come back into the country.
Yeah, it was just poorly written. I don't think it was necessarily meant to keep those people out. It was just poorly written and poorly executed. Also, it is now able to be on a case-by-case basis, as in if you had a visa and you just forgot to renew it or didn't get to renew it by a certain date, the State Department can look at your case and be like, oh, well, I mean, he just missed it by a few days or something.
Yeah, it's based on their discretion.
Yeah, you might still be allowed in. So that's a good thing.
There's a list of actual exceptions to, if you didn't meet the visa requirement by that date of the 27th, there's a list of exceptions right underneath it in the order.
Yeah,
so
saying
that's another thing
you can
that
still
you
get
can
in.
read. Yeah,
maybe overall, I disagreed with the first one because of the rollout and how how poor it was taken.
It's not good.
Yeah, it was just it was like he wrote it too fast, and I think this one, I feel a lot better with this one. I don't 100% agree with it, and I don't 100% disagree with it, but I feel a lot better than I did with the last one. The reason I partially disagree with it is the same as Ty's reason.
And that reason is because I think it's simply bad policy. I don't think it promotes America in a positive way. I don't think we project ourselves onto the world in a great way. We're turning away people that are fleeing certain death. And that no matter what, no matter how you phrase that, it sounds bad. And what's also bad is we are not putting ourselves in a position of strength.
Yeah. When ISIS sees that us, the strongest country with the strongest military in the world, is so scared by ISIS that we don't want to accept in people from certain countries, that gives them power and gives them credit that they don't deserve.
Way too much credit.
It'll help them recruit more people. It's just they're like, oh, we're scaring America. We are that strong, and they're really not. But then again, it is only for 90 days, so that is why I'm not.
It's to try to improve on the vetting process, and
so
if we can somehow improve upon the vetting process in 90 days,
that would be great.
That'd be great. Still don't agree with the ban. I don't agree with the executive order.
Partially disagree with it, yeah. But yeah, those are our views. We hope you enjoyed the video. We're gonna have, like you said, the full text without media bias in the description, so you can form your own opinion. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, share, and comment what you want us to talk about next.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it for this week. Thank you.
Bye.